So now let's kick things off with Mr. Tserenchimed from the Mongolian University of Science and Technology, Open Education Center. So Mr. Tserenchimed will be sharing insights from his research on the topic and experience of developing digital contents for engineering courses using teacher-friendly technology. Case study at Mongolian University of Science and Technology. Mr. Tserenchimed, over to you.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, distinguished guests and professors. My name is Tserenchimed. I am Senior Specialist at Open Education Center at Mongolian University of Science and Technology. And I'm also the IOE National Center Secretariat from Nargil G. So today I'm going to share our case study about developing digital contents. So I will share some experience. So in the morning season, we talk about future learn, MOOC platforms, and micro-credentials, and many important concepts related opening up the education. So one of the important concepts in this content is open education resource, which means actually we need digital contents to accelerate this kind of digital transformation. So any form of online and blended learning require open education resource. Especially as Future Learn, Professor Sky said, it's tend to develop more video-based contents as an open education resource. So we understood this kind of digital content development is the only prerequisite to achieve educational digital transformation as well as achieve sustainable development goal. So I have to mention that the video-oriented contents are also, it is for the Z generation students. The young generation students are really, the learning characteristics depends on the observation. They are not actually like to read. So when we see some international study, those are actually what teachers can do when they developing video contents. They can do classroom lecture recording, and they can record their head talking or tablet drawing like Han Academy style, and PowerPoint presentation like what I did here. So that's actually a teacher's preference. So it's not because they don't have this kind of digital activity skills, but also they don't have much time to develop this kind of high-level contents. So from when we see from a student perspective, they prefer shorter videos, right? And also they always want to see the instructor teacher's face. And they would like to see more teacher's personal feeling rather than the super studio shooting, like many MOOCs did, right? And also they would like to see some tablet drawing like an academy, and a little bit faster speaking of the teachers. So all kind of pre-recorded lessons, the students really don't like that. So those are actually what the student prefer. So there is a difference between teacher's preference and the student need. So we have to overcome. We have to taking care of these two aspects. So what we did in our university is we developed this kind of simple glass board. I think everybody is now know this kind of light board. Maybe universities have developed these studios. So what we did was we started from 2010, starting on drawing this kind of glass, and developed several different stages of light board. It is very simple technology, very fast technology, and very teacher-friendly technology, because it is like very similar to conventional blackboard teaching. So It is also very cheap. So if you have some frame and if you have some transparent glass and LED light, that's all you need. So the idea is actually not our original idea. It's not innovation. So it is developed about 1915, inspired by Pablo Picasso, the famous painter, drawing his painting on the glass. They would like to record how he drew, not from behind, but also from. So after about 12 years of experience of developing lightboard and lightboard-based contents, we have now can categorize 3 different levels of lightboard videos. For example, we call the first generation of digital professors, which is just a replication of conventional blackboard teaching lectures. And second generation, we can include some digital insertions, including graphics, animations, texts, and so on. And the third generation, recently our teachers are trying to embed some simulations and more interactive materials in the lightboard videos. So maybe lightboard technology is really suitable for engineering subject, which have many drawings, many schemas and theory, and so on. So early COVID pandemic, what we did is we prepared all the necessary materials related engineering mechanics course, mechanics of material course, and engineering design, machine mechanism, and part. Those 4 fundamental course contents are prepared by our teachers on the lightboard, and we upload as an open education resource in YouTube channel. So we totally have 174 open contents. So those contents are free to use to a student, any student, free to use any teachers, free to use any form of online and blended learning. So based on the data that our YouTube channel provide, we can see really good insights. We can see something important here. So totally we have 84K views currently, and it is 4,000 hour of watch time. And there's an important message there. For example, if you see there's a 22.7% of our viewers, which means our students engaged in those videos are from external resource, which means they don't just watch those videos from YouTube. They are using another source. For example, shared links or some QR code, something else. Okay, that's really interesting for us. And of course, all contents are in Mongolian, so 85% of all our viewers from Mongolia, but we do have different areas. For example, Japan, United States, Russia, but it's really a small portion, right? And there is also a very important message. Average time of watching this kind of content, even though we try to make it really small, 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, they only watch about 3 minutes, that's it. So what kind of effort you done, how much you put money in this kind of online content development, even shooting very fantastic movie studio, you still see 3 minutes. So we have to really think about how we solve this problem. So when we can see almost about 50% of our students, our viewers are watching our online contents from their smartphone. So, which means maybe we can take care of how our contents can be seen clearly in those small tablets or mobile devices. But also there is an interesting thing. For example, if you increase, for example, mobile phone, computer, tablet, TV, if you increase the screen size, their watch time is increasing. So the smallest, they don't watch. They just see it and skip. So we have to think about that. And we have about 70% of our viewers are male and 30% are female. It's because of they are engineering subjects and they are engineering students from must. So I think we cannot conclude right now. It's just a case study. We think that the Lightboard technology can address both student need and teachers' preference. Same time, especially it is really helpful if you develop really new courses, or if you have situation like pandemic lockdown, it is very useful source. Second one, the contents need to be integrated in external resource, which means the YouTube link can be used in your books, maybe in your channel, maybe in different resources. That can increase the attraction of viewers, that can increase more engagement. And less than 3 minutes. So how this can be possible? There are many studies telling that it should be 7 minutes, some say 10 minutes, and some say 15 minutes is the limit. But for us, it's 3 minutes, which is really challenging. I cannot teach one small, maybe subject or content in 3 minutes. That's really challenging. So you need really careful learning design to record this kind of online content. So, of course, half of our users are using a smartphone, which means it should be smartphone friendly, including the text font and so on. So, to our understanding, we need more strategy to increase our student engagement, because maybe we can take more attention, or we can take into account the dissemination, the sharing mechanism, or we have to think about how we embed our classroom teaching with use of those content. Okay? So I think those are what we learn. So now I would like to show some small videos, maybe you have seen before. So together with UNESCO, Aichi, and IOE initiative, we created online course, both in Mongolian language and English language. The course is all about how to develop this Lightboard technology, how to build one, and how to create, design, deliver using this technology. So the courses are free to use. It is in English language right now. Soon we will launch Mongolian language. So using the IOE platform, this platform, any universities, any teachers can have this training. So it can be maybe really good source to start digitizing your content with very simple and fast technology. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Tserenchimed, for this fruitful presentation and also sharing with us the interesting insights and experience of the MUST's experience on developing digital contents. Now we have 5 minutes for the question and answer session. So is there any question from the audience?
Yes, thank you. It was very interesting, and can't see it. Yes. Good to see that you're experimenting with this and looking at the data as well, because I think it's everyone's experience that videos get watched for about 3 minutes and not much more.
Yes.
It's very, very frustrating. And you're right to look for other strategies. And I wondered if you'd looked at embedding or associating quiz questions with it.
Yeah.
Because if there are quiz questions after you've watched a bit of video, it's quite hard to get them right if you haven't really watched it very well. You have to go back and watch it again. So at least it's a way of getting them to go back and look again, because it's so easy to think, oh yes, I get all that, I understand it perfectly well. It's like the question that Sky raised earlier.
Yeah.
So we have to enable students to know that they don't know what they think they know. And that's one simple way to do it. To do something with what they've just learned and make them active in that process, and therefore able to realise they don't know what they think they know. They may not need to. It's all right, fine, okay, you failed the quiz, maybe it doesn't matter, but at least they find that out.
At least interacting.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. I think it's not a question, it's a recommendation. So I will take that recommendation seriously. So we are looking for some possibility to use H5P platform, which is actually when we upload some passive videos, they can provide some quizzes, some tests, something like that. So we will try to do that.
Yeah, test.
Yes.
It's to make the student active. Is the
Yes,
thing.
yes, understood. Yes, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm from Mongolian National Institute for Education Research, and thank you, Mr. Tserenchimed, for your wonderful presentation. What I'm a bit curious about the work is that we see the teacher-friendly technology in your title, so I just would like to confirm what features or characteristics are you concerned behind teacher-friendly technology in this research? I'm sorry if I have missed out, but just clarify. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, for example, let's look back our COVID-19 situation. All teachers are asked to at least prepare some contents, especially video contents, screen recording, those things. So, but that time it was really not convenient for the teachers. They had to learn more softwares, for example, Camtasia, screen recording, and more. So, but this technology is, so what I mean is, it is really similar to the blackboard. So what you need is the conventional chalk. It is replaced by some other marker, and that's it. So you can teach as you teach as in traditional format. So that's the teacher-friendly meaning. Also, it is really convenient, which means, for example, if you record me, as I'm recording right now, and I'm a teacher, they're always facing behind. So teachers have to be interact with two different things, right? Student and blackboard. But Lightboard gives you only one direction, which is really good for the teachers. Also, what we call teacher-friendly is it's cheap. It's really cheap. For example, if I'm making one desktop version of Lightboard, maybe I need less than $100, maybe $50. So, yeah, we're including the fastest option, the cheapest option, and more easy to adaptable option, as is the Lightboard. That's what we think. Maybe there is a more simple one, but I'm not sure that can satisfy the need of a student. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.